Welcome to our module on extending lean to suppliers and partners of your organization. We're going to talk about 6 steps to building a lean extended enterprise. Then we'll talk about 7 key elements of supplier partnering. Here are 6 steps to building a lean extended enterprise. Step 1. Become a role model lean customer. You can't teach suppliers what you have not mastered. So it doesn't make much sense to try extending lean to your suppliers and partners if you haven't had success with it. Step 2. Identify your core competencies and ensure that you have control over these. There may be opportunities to outsource tasks to suppliers, and there may be opportunities to bring operations back in-house if they are core to your business. Step 3. Develop your core suppliers. Make sure their systems and philosophies are compatible with yours and they're at a comparable level of operational excellence. Step 4. Use control systems for continuous improvement. Strip down your bureaucratic systems and procedures to a critical minimum required to manage the supplier relationship. Sometimes more money and time is spent managing a supplier than doing the work in-house. You definitely want to avoid that and make the relationship management piece lean and efficient. Step 5. Favor an incremental approach. Start small, working with one existing supplier or even a new supplier on a limited product family. Step 6. Develop mechanisms for joint enterprise learning. Learn together and capture learning in standardized routines. Have a supplier participate in Kaizen at your facility and help them at theirs. Invite them to training opportunities. Now, let's talk about 7 key elements of supplier partnering. Number 1, Kaizen and learning. This involves ensuring a way to capture and capitalize upon shared lessons using the PDCA cycle. Learn from experimentation and then use what you've learned to make processes better. Every year, there should be a cost reduction goal, but this should be simply pushed on the supplier. Similar to strategy deployment and the concept of catch-ball, the goals should be mutually agreed upon. Element 2. Engage in joint improvement activities such as value engineering, supplier development, and lean and technology study groups. The goal should be to benefit from mutual learning. Remember, the key to successful supplier partnering is that both parties win. Element 3. Information sharing. Ensure that systems are in place for accurate data collection and dissemination. Make sure that there is a common language and timely communication. Delays in communication or unclear communication makes for inefficiency. Element 4. Ensure that you and your supplier have compatible capabilities. This includes engineering excellence, operational excellence, and problem-solving skills. Number 5. Ensure that adequate control systems are in place. These should include measurement systems, feedback, target pricing, and cost management models. Have a supplier scorecard that is mutually agreed upon and make sure that measurements are done the same way for both parties. Element 6. Interlocking structures. You and your supplier should have interdependent processes. In the Toyota Wayfield book, Leiker and Meyer describe it this way. Quote, "The processes used to design, make, test, and deliver a product should be seamless, as if each partner is an extension of the other." Unquote. In other words, your suppliers are all part of a lean supply chain and are partners linked together. And finally, element 7, mutual understanding and trust. This is the foundation. You must have commitment to mutual prosperity and respect for each other's capability. Developing a relationship with a supplier takes time, but when you have trust and mutual understanding, you're much more likely to have long-term success. Are you ready to get started building a lean extended enterprise?